So I included this because I thought it would go really well as well. So the Haunted Mansion opened in 1969 in Disneyland for the first time, like the first variation of it. And obviously there's different versions like Phantom Manor and stuff like that today. So, but before it opened, the original idea for the ride was more of a walkthrough and more of like a wax museum and more, he kind of described it as a museum of the weird. And he previewed the attraction on the Wonderful World of Color television program. And the idea was just scrapped after he died, and they ended up going with
pulling up my notes
with what exists now. And then, so what I have left is just questions. So if you have something you'd really like to bring up.
So yeah, that actually kind of segues into something that I found really interesting. So I spent less time researching Disney dark rides and kind of just looking at dark rides in general and trying to learn about them. And one of the longest running dark rides is called the Ghost Train, and it is operating at Blackpool Pleasure Beach in England, and it has been operating unchanged since 1936.
Whoa, that'd be cool.
So I thought that was really fascinating, and it kind of ties in with this because, I mean, obviously Haunted Mansion is a very iconic ride, but I found it very interesting that it's not the oldest operating, like, horror-themed kind of ride, and I thought that was really interesting.
That kind of idea of, and I think every theme park has even small ones have like a version of a horror themed dark ride. Even like our local one has two
different horror themed dark rides, and apparently dark rides have been popular since about 1901.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to think if we have any other real dark rides at our theme park, and I think it's just their
Yeah, to anybody that's not aware, we are located in Utah, and we actually have a theme park here called Lagoon, which, although fun, is not anything close to Disneyland or Disney World. But they have a number of different rides, and
but I think that's it for
true dark rides.
Dark rides, I can't think of anything else.
No, those are the only two dark rides I think.
And I think that's probably true for a lot of theme parks. It's just really easy to do that, and they can probably, smaller parks can afford to get like Halloween decor online or during Halloween time.
Oh, that was the other really cool thing. So Blackpool Pleasure Beach, like I mentioned, is home to the oldest dark ride. It's also home to the largest indoor dark ride, which is also a roller coaster called Valhalla.
Sweet.
So a lot of cool stuff at Blackpool Pleasure Beach. It's a mouthful.
Blackpool Pleasure Beach. That sounds really cool. All right. And so that's kind of what you got.
That's what I've got.
I have just some questions to finish this out. Well, I have a few facts and then some questions. This kind of fact for this is the Disneyland pumpkin. So this isn't necessarily directly related to dark rides, but I thought because it's the Halloween episode, we can throw a few of these little things in here. The Disneyland pumpkin is one of the most Instagram spots during Halloween, but obviously it's closed right now. And so I was just thinking about that while I was researching this. It's like, how crazy is that? Like one of the like most sought after spots to take a photo isn't even open right now for Halloween. And like how kind of crazy that really is.
Who needs Halloween when you're living in a literal horror story?
That's fair.
Like, I mean, honestly, Haunted Mansion wasn't half as scary as when I stepped outside. It's just the truth.
It's true. There's just a lot going on right now. I mean, I don't think, no matter who you are, or what you believe, or what you think, I think there's just a lot right now. And then my next fact is Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party started in 1995. So it's been going a long time, and we don't have one this year. And that was another thing I found out, too, is we've been having that's 25 years, and I don't know if that's happened every year. I was having a really hard time finding that information, even though I was, like, directly searching for it. But yeah, it looks like it has, unless I'm missing something that's been canceled.
I was going to say, I mean, 2001, when September 11th happened, obviously, was the first time that they'd really shut down for any length of time.
Yeah.
They shut down for, 2 or 3 days?
And I'm not sure if they canceled it for 9/11. I couldn't, I I think that there's a lot to be said about like Disney being so ingrained in our culture, and these little things like the Disneyland pumpkin and the not so scary Halloween party not happening this year. Like those are things that you can't find and you can't participate in this year. And some people maybe have been going since 1995, or I don't know how long they've been putting the Disneyland pumpkin out, or if that's been there since its like inception, but it's been something that's probably been familiar in people's lives their whole life. So yeah,
It's crazy that it's not there. I mean, I did enjoy the cavalcades, though.
yeah, there's a lot of new things to be found, but those old favorites just aren't there.
I mean, isn't that just what it is now, the new normal?
Yeah, and I hate that, and I think a lot of people hate hearing that, but yeah. All right, and then I have let's see, these are all questions now. So my first question is, what movies do you think of that you must watch at Halloween, like Disney or otherwise? So it's Halloween time. What do you have to watch every single year?
I mean, I still end up watching, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah,
But I mean, that's basically on all year round, thanks to our kiddo.
like having a kid. Yeah, and that's fine with me. But Nightmare Before Christmas, Hocus Pocus.
I think that kind of sums it up. I really don't watch that many Halloween.
And there's
movies
other
anymore.
ones I really do like watching. Oh, Addams Family.
Addams Family, but just as a side note, Addams Family is basically on repeat on Freeform forever.
Yeah, when we went to Disney, every night that was like our routine is we would come home and we would all get like cleaned up and sanitized, and then we'd take showers and stuff, and we would put on Freeform, and every single night it was the same Addams Family movie, which I love, but whoa, we were there like a week. You can only watch the same movie so many times, so eventually we're like, okay, let's watch anything else. So I think I'm good on the Addams Family until next year.
Yeah, Addams Family, and I mean, non-Disney movies, obviously, I really do love The Shining.
Yeah, I like that too.
I have to watch The Shining and It every year.
The Shining, yeah, as far as those type of scary horror, because I like more spooky. I like more like cozy. Casper, I really, really like, but I haven't really been able to find that in the last couple of years. Charlie Brown Pumpkin.
It was on HBO Max. It's an not HBO Max. It's an Apple TV exclusive this year.
Yeah, I already own it, fortunately, but yeah, that's crazy that you can't get it on TV or anything anymore. Haunted Mansion, I really do like watching because, I mean, I just like it. It's fun. But yeah, I think like if I watch like those, I would be happy. But I do like those Disney Channel original movies like Twitches, or there's like the one. So like, I don't know if you've heard this, the Don't Look Under the Bed from Disney Channel. It was so scary, and a lot of parents complained that basically they quit playing it except like really, really late on Halloween.
Well, we need to find that because I don't think I've ever watched that one.
I think it's on Disney Plus, but it's supposed to be like the scariest Disney Channel original movie, and it's fun. It's good, yeah. And there's like Phantom of the Megaplex, My Mom's in Love with a Vampire. There's like, or what was it? My Mom's Dating a Vampire. There was like a lot of those. Or Little Vampire. Do you remember that? There's like all those like weird little spooky movies. I really like those. I like those. All right, and so obviously we just got back from Disney World Halloween. So the next question I have is, do you have Disney Halloween bucket list items you want to do next time you're in the parks?
I am so disappointed that I missed out on that cream cheese.
The Poor Unfortunate Souls.
Unfortunate Souls float. We thought it was just colored Dole Whip, and so we're like, we'd had like 3 or 4 Dole Whips at that point. We were done, sick of them, and then it turns out that it was like a cream cheese based ice cream, or cream cheese flavored ice cream, and
grenadine.
I would have destroyed that particular float, and so I would say that I don't know if the Cheshire Cat tail is specific Halloween, but I would love to get another one of those.
Yeah, I like the Constance wedding cake, but I'm talking about like bucket list items, like things you haven't done. So like, yeah.
Oh, okay, things I haven't done.
Yeah, so
I want to go to Mickey's Halloween party.
Yeah, I do.
If it comes back, when it comes back, I hope. I would love to be able to attend that with
And I
With
hope
you and
next
Evander.
year or whenever we get back, I don't know when we'll be back for Halloween, but this year they allowed adults to wear costumes for the first time, and we were so tired and lazy that we didn't.
We couldn't. I mean, we packed to the brim, and we had to pack lots of clothing, and
Yeah, and it was difficult when you're traveling thousands of miles. to get
again,
there.
we're like thousands of miles from home, and this is. I haven't been to Disney World. I was about 7 when I went as a kid, and Savannah's never been. So it was a big stressful thing. We weren't entirely sure how to dress or what to wear, and packing. I mean, masks take up room too.
Masks and everything.
Hand
that you need,
sanitizer, wipes, everything that we were trying to do. Because I mean, we were trying to be as safe as possible. So
yeah, I think we did a lot of what I would have liked to do that was open. But like in the future, yeah, I would like if they had that float back, I would like to try it, and I would like to go to the Mickey's Not So Scary eventually and do like trick or treating on Main Street with Evander before he gets to the point where he thinks he's too big to do it.
I mean, I'm sure that there's probably so many things that like food things that we missed out on altogether.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And like I never saw that pumpkin mousse anywhere either.
The one that we found at the Riviera.
The one that we found at the Riviera,
That was really good, and I didn't even get to finish that. So maybe my bucket list would be to have a full one, because I really liked that. All right, and I guess this segues into my next question I have. After visiting, what was your favorite thing at Walt Disney World? Like Halloween thing, I guess is what I specifically put.
Very specifically Halloween. Favorite, I think, was honestly Constance's wedding cake. It was such a delicious treat. I wish that we'd gotten all of our trip on video or something because, I mean, honestly, it was phenomenal. Everything was there except the turkey leg.
Patrick didn't like the turkey leg, and that's
I'm sorry.
controversial too. And we're stepping on some feet here by saying some of the things.
Tell me how to enjoy the turkey leg. Maybe that's the thing that I'm missing.
Or maybe like Disneyland's turkey leg is way better than Disney World.
Yeah, let me know in the comments because I want to give it another chance, but I was not digging it.
Or is there another place to get it other than like in Liberty Square in that one place? Because I think we looked and that was the only place that we could
That was the
find.
only place I could find it,
So if there's another place that has a better one, let us know. And next time we go, we'll do a taste test with Patty and he'll try it and let you know if he likes it better.
I love turkey, so I thought it would be a slam dunk, but
it wasn't. And then this is the last question for our closing. What dark ride would you ask for? Like if you were to go up to, whoever's in charge of making it happen right now, all the leadership is so weird right now and it's been moved around a lot. So I don't even know who would theoretically be green lighting things right now, if things were to be greenlit.
before we go that far, you didn't answer. You didn't say what was your favorite Halloween treat. Was it also Constance's wedding cake?
Well, I said favorite Halloween thing, not necessarily treat.
Halloween thing.
So for me, I think the Boo to You cavalcade was really, really great, and I liked the wedding cake, and I liked the Monster Mash burger.
See, and my brain's just on food, so all I could think of it was food. But I mean, the cavalcades were amazing. Really, the one I liked the most was the one with like the Evil Queen and Maleficent.
And I don't know if they'll continue that afterwards or if that's more of a Halloween thing. It's hard to say. They tend to bring that stuff more out for Halloween, so I'm anxious to see if we'll continue to see villains in the parks.
Having never been to Disney World, especially when I was 7, I went there, but never having been during Halloween, it was really, really cool to see the villains.
Jack and Sally, too.
Jack and Sally were great. And then, I mean, the Hollywood and Vine meal was fantastic. Our first day down, we went to Hollywood Studios, and we went and got the Hollywood and Vine. We got one of their seatings, and we got to see all of the characters, which are normally only wearing costumes during the Halloween party. We got to see Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, and Goofy all in the Hollywood and Vine during our meal in their costumes, and they came around, they stopped and took photos with us.
And the food was really, really good, and that's why when we go in the spring, there's a spring dine too, and I would like to go to that as well.
Yeah, but it was an amazing opportunity. It was the best dining opportunity I think that we had, next to the Beauty and the Beast. That was great.
Okay, I was like,
Sorry, back to your question.
Okay,
I've gotten
this
us
is
off
our
topic.
last final wrap-up question, and I think we made good time. I think that's a good time for like a beginner podcast. I think that's good. So, what dark ride would you ask for if like you were to be able to ask who makes this happen? This could theoretically happen, like right now. What would you ask for? Like anything, it doesn't. You could ask for things that I mentioned, or an entirely new concept, or something based off of like a movie, or
Man, that is a tough question. A new dark ride. What would I want as a new dark ride?
I think for me, I would like more. I really liked in the Coco movie how they have a lot of like Hispanic representation and a lot of people behind it working that were Hispanic, and I would like to see that come to the park in a ride where it's the same type of cultural influence, and I think it would fit somewhere in even Epcot, or I think it could even go somewhere in Magic Kingdom and be okay. I know we have, and I wouldn't want it to replace like the Three Caballeros or anything like that. I wouldn't want that. But I think a Coco dark ride would be beautiful. Or, Tangled, I think would be great too. She deserves more than a bathroom.
She does deserve more than a
Rapunzel
bathroom.
deserves better.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did replace the Three Caballeros
I
with.
think it's too loved, and I love it too much. They can't do that to me.
I mean, they already have they already have a lot of Coco design and that in that restaurant area. They've included concept art and stuff.
And
in
that's
there.
probably where they'd have to do it, and I recognize that. But I would like to see something like that. Lion King, I think, could lend itself really, really well to something really good, not live action. Please don't do that to me.
Please no. Yeah, no. Yeah, it's such a tough call. I would love to see an Atlantis ride.
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch would also make
Like
a fantastic dark ride.
A true dark ride, or like even like Mickey and Minnie, how they do utilize screens, but they do it in a good way. I feel like I'm imagining like when she's swimming in the beginning with the song you could have, and you could have it go under the water, kind of like you do in like Ariel too. It would be really cool.
Moana would also lend itself to a dark ride really well.
Yeah, there's a lot of source material they could do.
I don't know. A stupid one I think would be the Lava You song.
See, I would like that. Yeah,
I don't know.
the short.
You'd have to expand it out and do something, but I don't know. I just love that song. I love that short. So
Yeah,
we
I
even
think that
got
would be
a
cute.
pin, didn't we?
You did. I think a Pixar short based dark ride would be really cool. Where you could go, you could experience through each of the like different iconic shorts, like that one, or there is like the one where they're playing chess. I think there's a lot of really cool ones that you could do, or the really old one where it's like on the shelf with the snow globe, the little snowman.
I wonder if you could do a good Inside Out dark ride.
I think it could be okay. I feel like there's a lot that could go wrong there.
Unfortunately, yeah, I can see where you would say that.
It could get campy and weird really quick and old quick, I think, too. And I love that. So, yeah.
But anyways, that is our episode for today.
That's our first episode of the Disney Rats podcast. As I said, that's our first episode of the Disney Rats podcast.
Really channeling your inner King George.
King George. Yes. We attended a virtual fundraising event, and they were like, there's been 200 questions submitted, and they're all about Jonathan Groff's spit. And that makes me laugh, and I think about it all the time. So, yeah, we're going to sign off here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end of our podcast, thank you so much. And
Thank you.
we will see you next time. Bye.